Hey guys, welcome to another edition of the Natural Alternative. Uh, I'm glad to have you. And today I have some wonderful news that I wanted to share with you. Now, I wanted to share the news with you by also sharing with you or giving you an idea of what it is that we do on this particular project. So, what I wanted to share with you is very recently, and I mean very, very recently, you've heard us over and over again talking about the fact that, well, let me wait until some more persons jump on the live. So, guys, go ahead and share this live, this special natural alternative live Q&A session, because this is going to be outside of our um, session. You need to be a part of this week's show. Want to apologize first of all for the loss of well, not electricity, but for the fact that we've not been able to pretty much do any broadcasting for quite some time, simply because we have not had stable internet to be able to do so. But we are happy that we have stable internet now, and we can do so. So we're happy to be back. Um, Please, we'd love to hear from you. Our team, our number is on the screen. If you would like to book a consultation, and you can do that by calling number on the screen, and Nurse Ray, which is the person dealing with the call, will be more than happy to help you. For quite some time, and you've heard me over and over again, we have always done retreats, and that is where we really are able to see the effectiveness of what we do being played out. And in time past, what we have done is that we used to have these retreats once every month. This was when we had a facility, and number of things after post COVID or during COVID that prevented us. COVID really affected us in that we didn't have access to a facility where we could offer our retreats anymore, along with so much more. And so we weren't able to do what we would do for persons. And what is a retreat? A retreat is where we provide residential care for persons who have chronic ailments. So for persons who have a number of chronic ailments, they're able to come into our residential facility, and we're able to care for them. I mean, the ailments range from whatever constitute chronic ailment, whether it be diabetes or cancer, whatever it is. And so for quite some time, we have not had a facility. Well, great news, guys. We have just acquired a facility that allows us to do just that. And the great news about it is that it's right here in Port Antonio. It's right in that triangular area of where we live, where our office is, and where the retreat will be done. So it's going to be so easy for us to navigate that space. I'm excited because already we have a retreat that's coming up. We have two retreats that's coming up, to be exact. We have one retreat that's going to be on the 16th to the 26th. The 16th to the 26th. And right now we can accommodate more, but we want to start off with a nice manageable group. So right now we can accommodate 10 persons, yes, 10 persons. And already we have 3 confirmed. 3 are gone. We only have 7 space left. And I'm excited because the retreat is where we bring persons in and we detoxify them, and we do so much more that we can't do with persons in a non-residential care setting. And so when persons come in, we're able to detoxify the body, not just with herbs, but also with a number of therapy and procedures that we do to prepare persons' bodies so that it can begin to heal itself. Now, 10 days is not the period of time. 10 days is not the complete period of time that our programs last for. But 10 days is the detoxifying component of our program. It is a program where we do our intracellular cleansing. Matter of fact, let me go through it, what we do. So in our program, it's really divided into 4 parts, right? 4 parts, and the 4 parts are broken down into 5 segments. So segment 1 is we start by doing what is called an amazing gallbladder and liver flush. So you come in and we cleanse the body with the liver flush. Our retreat normally starts on a Friday. Then the next day, we start out with our intracellular cleanse. So there's a liver flush or the liver detox, and then there's the intracellular detox. That's one segment in 2 parts, right? So you do that. Then we have our micronutrients component. So there's a micronutrient component to the program where we put you on powerful micronutrients to detoxify the body. All right, so that's segment number 2. Then there's segment number 3. No, let me back up a little bit. Now, during the detoxification program, we also do a number of other therapies. And of course, a lot of this is going to be based on your assessment, your personalized assessment. So we do a number of other therapies. This may include or be in addition to. So we have ozone therapy. We have castor oil pack therapy. We have colonic enema therapy. We have foot detox. We have EMF, electromagnetic frequency therapy. We have sauna therapy. So many different programs are infused in that detoxification process. We also have the micronutrients component where we cleanse the body. So we have the liver flush, then we have the 10-day. Now we have a 10-day, there's a juice that we have, which is a juice that offers what we call an intracellular cleanse. So we talk about 4 areas, but 5 segments. So 4 areas. So area 1, again, is the amazing gallbladder and liver flush that we use to remove physical debris from the liver. So if a person who has gallstone, a number of other ailments, persons will benefit from that. And then we have our intracellular cleanse. That's the 2 parts of 1 segment. And the intracellular cleanse basically is designed to cleanse you on a cellular level. A lot of the persons who have problem with weight loss, one of the reasons why you're having problem with weight loss is because you need to be cleansed on a cellular level. Fat is one of the body's defense mechanism. And so what the body does is that when the body produces excess toxin, one of the ways that the body deals with that excess toxin is by sending it into the fatty cells, so you gain weight. So the more toxins you take in is the more weight you gain, and it's a cycle that continues. And that's also one of the reasons why once you do an intracellular cleanse, once you do a proper detox, you lose weight, because once the toxin is out, then there is no need for the cells, the fatty cells, for the body to accumulate more fatty cells to accommodate that toxin. So that's number 1. That's segment number 1, but in 2 parts. So there's a gallbladder flush, then there's the intracellular cleanse that you will do. We have a juice that we provide for you that you will take 2 times a day for the 10 days, and that is going to help you to lose weight and it will help you to get the toxins out of your cell. Then there's number 2. Then there is the intracellular there is the micronutrients, right? Boost. So the micronutrients boost is where we provide the body with powerful micronutrients to boost the body's immune system and to cleanse the body to get you to where you ought to be. All right, so that's that component to it. Some persons may do it during the 10 days, some persons may do it after the 10 days. And so we don't want to put toxins in that most of the time we're flushing out. So we will do the flush first, do the detox first, then we do the micronutrients component to it. Then there's what we call the mind medicine therapy. And the mind medicine therapy is where we begin to teach you how to use the power of the mind, how to access the different frequencies of the mind, and how to use that in healing the body and bringing the body to a whole or a wellness state. All right, and so this may include a wide variety of ailments, a wide variety of different ailments, and then the fourth part is, of course, the use of herbal compounds. There's the use of powerful herbal compounds. This is the fourth part in helping the body to heal. So once you come and we do the assessment, you are going to be getting herbal formulations based on your needs to help the body to heal itself, to give the body the raw material that it needs to heal itself. And then, that's basically what we were not able to do that we are now able to do. Now, I wanted to show you some of the cases that we've had in the past who have benefited from our retreat. So I'm going to show you one case where this person, and by the way, I don't take credit for healing anybody. The body heals itself. The scripture says that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. And the video that I'm going to show to you is, I should warn you that it is graphic. And this is not something that everybody can watch. So if you're not one of those persons, then please do not, please skip this section of it. But it is a reality that we have to face. So this is going to involve, and maybe I shouldn't start there. So let me leave that one for last. Let me start with, a video of a lady who came into us who was poisoned. She had taken some prescription medication, and I don't know what happened, but she was poisoned. I remember coming here, my wife and I, we were heading out, and we came and saw somebody on the veranda. I should get this lady on the show for her to share her testimony, because anybody who sees her now would not believe, or they would be amazed at who this person is. We don't show the faces of our clients during our retreat. This is called the Wellness Report. So we've created a program called the Wellness Report, in which we try to capture as much as we can. We try to capture the whole experience, the whole process, the whole healing process, so that persons can see what it's like. So this was a lady who came into us. Remember, it was in the evening. We had left the office, my wife and I. We came back. We saw this person sitting on the veranda of the office because the office door was closed. We didn't see anybody. We just saw her, and she was covered with a sheet. So we were wondering who she was. We came and close, and when we came close, we saw that on the floor there were dust. There were dust on the floor. My wife is very peculiar about her space. So she was very surprised because we had just swept it before we left. So she was very surprised when she came and saw the dust on the ground. But as we came, we realized that the dust that we saw on the floor was literally coming from this lady's skin. And so when she took the sheet off and we saw her, we were surprised. My wife was very surprised because this was the first she was seeing a case like that. It was a lady that was under the sheet with what appeared to be her face completely covered in scales. Her skin was covered in scales. Her hands were covered in scales. And we wanted to know who brought her. At that point, we didn't know who she was, who brought her. But what happened was that she was brought by her daughter, who we had helped her grandmother in the past. Her mother, we found this out later on, her grandmother had significant swelling in her leg and a number of other challenges. She came in for one of these 10-day retreats. She got better and she was sent home. So she was the one who told her daughter about us and her granddaughter. So her granddaughter brought her down from Kingston and left her on the veranda, but she wasn't gone. I believe she had gone to get something to eat. They wanted to leave her so badly that they didn't even call to find out if we could keep her. So they came all the way from Kingston, and the thinking was that they would have just left her in our care and they would have left. So we saw her on the veranda. She was covered in scales. My wife didn't want us to take up the case because she thought that was something very chronic and that, we shouldn't take on that case. But after questioning her, I found out that basically she had gotten some prescription medication and it worked against her. So knowing that, I knew that we could help her. I looked at her skin and I knew that even though it looked the way it looked, because constantly while we were standing there, her skin was falling off. Her skin was peeling off. She was constantly losing her skin. It was constantly peeling off. And so we scheduled her for a retreat. And so what I'm going to show you now is day one. Let me make sure I find it. Is day one of her coming in. Day one of me recording her coming in for that retreat. All right, so let's go. Hey, it's Dr. Ben Israel here, and we are starting a brand new retreat, and we're here with our client, and we want to document it to show it to her, to show it to her family, because we're expecting a mighty transformation, and we want her to see exactly where she's coming from, and on a daily basis, just find out from her what her experience is like. All right, so this is day number one. We're actually getting ready now for her to do our liver flush, which will start about 8 o'clock. Normally starts about 7, but we had some hiccups, and so it's gonna start
at 10 or next, or 8 and 10.
Yeah, so it's gonna start at 8. All right, so let me just show you what she's gonna start off with. All right, so this is her liver flush, and basically she's gonna start with that. Just wanna show you her feet. Can you see the feet? So basically, So basically, she got a medication, and that medication. So basically, that's her feet. And she started out by, see, you had an itch, right?
Yes.
And you got some tablets.
Yes.
And the tablets, when you took them from the dermatologist, gave you some more rashes. Then she went for an injection, and then to clear it up, and then this is basically what has happened since that. So her entire skin, this is her hand middle, and I'm not gonna show her face, but as you can imagine, her entire skin, this is next hand middle, and her entire face is like this. All right, so yeah, her face basically is like a severe case of dermatitis, right? But basically what happened, and you basically was much lighter than this. You've changed color.
Yes.
And basically this is because when we did the assessment, it showed it didn't even show us because of the amount of chemical that's in our system. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a series of detoxifications. We're going to start with a liver flush. We're going to be doing a liver detox using milk thistle and dandelion. We're going to be doing castor oil pack. Then we're going to be flushing the liver, and then from the liver into the blood, and then from the blood, she's going to be taking a 10-day detox juice, and that juice basically will force the toxin out of her blood through the skin, through her urine, and through her stool. And then we're going to help that with castor oil pack, with a infrared sauna, as well as we're going to be using for the skin, we're going to be using a herb. We're going to be giving a herbal bath for 9 days, and then we're going to be applying vitamin E oil. And so we will see what the transformations looks like. So tomorrow she starts. Also, she'll also be getting charcoal to remove any heavy metal that's there. All right, so over the next 9 days to 10 days, we'll get a chance to see how the body does its amazing job of healing itself. Oh my, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So that was day one. I don't know if you were paying attention, but if you were paying attention, you would have seen some of the dust on the sheet and some on the floor. Every day we had to be sweeping out dust of dead skin, and then eventually, once she started the program, less and less skin was being swept out. She said she looked like a roast breadfruit. That's what she used to describe how she looked, like a roast breadfruit. But it was amazing seeing how she transformed. Now, I wasn't able because of time, and this is one of the beauty why I'm so glad as to where we get the retreat. In that situation, we had to drive 45 minutes from the office to the retreat facility. So I had to go there in the morning before I came to the office, and then in the evening after I left office. It was very tedious, which was one of the reasons why I decided, to just put the program on pause. No, the new retreat facility is just going to be at least the one that we're using now. And that's not our building, but it's the one that we're using now. So right now it's about 200 feet, 300 feet from where we are. So very close walking proximity. So that's good news. So I wasn't able to record all 10 days, but here is day two of the program, just to show you what the next day. I really wanted to be able to record day by day, but I wasn't able to do so. All right, so here's day two. So it's round about after 7, and we're looking some, we call it blue rag, and that's the herb that we're going to be using. So here we have our blue rag. It's sometimes called the jasmine, and this is a herb that is loaded with vitamin D3. It has a very powerful active ingredient calcitriol that has been known to be a powerful fight against psoriasis and a number of skin conditions. My record keeping. This is my baby.
Honey, we don't have the time for that. Morning. Morning, my dear. How you doing?
All right, so we are back on the property to see our client. Let me find out how she's doing. Morning. Door open. All right, so we are here again this morning. All right. How are you feeling this morning? Little bit. All right, come here so let me see them doors. How your foot bottom feel? Tender?
No, I'm not tender, no.
Come here, son.
Okay, I'm on the hard surface anyway.
So, break up. How was last night? How was it flush last night?
Well, it's a lot, was a lot.
Yeah, a lot of bowel movement?
Yeah, only for movement, morning. A lot, man. You since morning.
Alright, so this is day 2 of our program, and basically the nurse is going to be here with her for the duration of the day. We are on our way to Seafort for one of our mobile clinics. So today she is going to be doing, she's going to take her first set of charcoal. She's going to be doing her bath, herbal bath, and she's going to do her first detox juice today. All right, so the detox juice basically, and she'll take all the other supplements, them, a liver detox, contributor for her sugar. I should have also mentioned that she's on a blood thinner. So whenever the client is on a blood thinner, we have to be careful with what herbs we use. We have to try to avoid those herbs that are high in iron. The juice that she should be getting should contain beetroot, so we have to remove that. And also, there are times when we would use callaloo, so we have to remove the callaloo and use pak choy instead. All right, so we're just gonna show the nurse around the kitchen and the facility, get her acquainted, and she has the protocol is written out, and then this evening we'll check on her after coming from Seaford. So now we're going to check out the kitchen. Morning, sir.
Morning.
All is well? Wonderful. Yeah, man. All right, so this is the kitchen. Sorry. So that's day 2 of the program where we actually went to look the herbs. A herb that we use is a herb called deer jasmine, which is it's used in India and not part of the world for psoriasis, maybe one of the top herbs in the world for psoriasis because of key active ingredient that it has. But for her, part of her program was getting a daily bath. So we would get the herb and we would create a cold bath for her where she would bathe in the herb and then she would be allowed to stand with the herb for the juice to dry, and then she would be it off. So she did that every day. And that was one of the ways that we were able to help with the cracking of the skin. We also use vitamin E oil to nourish her skin. And but the real power was the 10-day program was the juicing that she's drinking, and that's why I really miss these 10-day detox, because what happened is that what we're able to do for the client in our residential care retreats, we can't do in our non-residential care retreats. And so, for a very long time, we had to reject cases because we weren't able to offer that residential care, and so she benefited. This is now, I think it's day 6 of the wellness report. So because of the pandemic, the shutdowns, sorry, I was not able, my wife was here, but I wasn't able to be on property to give you any video update as well as the Shabbat. So today's day 6, and when I came, our client was busy and she was able to walk around. So I'm gonna do a quick video update showing you what improvements have been done, and just hear from her exactly how she feels on day 6 of the program. All right, so here we are. Let's look on her skin to see what's happening. So basically, most of the scales have fallen off, and right now there are no new ones forming. So what you're seeing now basically is just the blackness that is there. Also the swelling has gone down completely, right? Right, miss?
Yes, it's all gone now. It's gone completely.
What are some of the things that you have noticed? What are some of the things that you can do now that you couldn't do before?
Well, I feel more strength now, and I feel more relaxed,
Okay. But what about on your foot? Anything about your foot? Notice anything?
Yeah, and the swelling has gone, and it has been, more easier to walk now.
So you're not able to walk?
Yeah, walk.
You weren't able to walk around before?
No, I wasn't able to walk around.
All right, so this is your leg, and this is the arms.
Yeah.
So, as it relates to your arms, basically it is no longer, there's no new peel.
Yeah, I can see that this is the new skin, the good skin coming up now, and there's no scale to come off again.
And so basically what we're seeing now is that your natural complexion, this is your natural complexion. So this is what is going to come back to, and already on your face the natural complexion has started there. Let me see your hand middle. In your hand middle, it has dried out now.
Yes.
So there's no new cracks, no more water, no more, right?
No,
so when these fall off, these dead skin, when these fall off, this is going to be the new skin, right? And here, so all of these, when they fall off, this is what the new skin will look like. So right now it's progressing, and this is only day 6.
Yeah.
This is only day 6, so lots of improvement. The last thing that will go is the darkness in your complexion. So we're hoping, see, even your back here. All right, so all this naturally start to come back, and the scalp also. We've removed the ear, and right now when we removed it, we saw that there was a lot of dry scalp and so on. So right now we're working on that as well. So she's getting ready now. So you got the charcoal already?
Yes.
Charcoal, so you're getting ready to get your green juice, and then your sauna and the different therapies. So update for her, this is what it looks like so far. So what about these? You pick them off?
They fall off.
They fall off. So don't pick them because they'll get tender and they'll bleed. So they'll just fall off by themselves. All right. All right, so that was day 6. Now I just remember that this was during the pandemic, so we had some no movement days, and it wasn't easy to move around. So that was also one of the reasons why I wasn't able to record all the days of the retreat. And so, but as I said, I'm gonna try and get her on the show for you to see what she's like. Now this is like 4 years now, and she's okay. We've done many sessions. She's sent many persons to us. She's sent many other family members to us. I think some of who she's sent, if you go to our channel and look at our wellness report series, there are some persons there that she would have sent. All right, so the next video clip that I'm going to show you is maybe a more graphic clip. This is actually a gentleman that came to us with a tumor, and he had a tumor in his rectum. And I have the timeline, so I want you to pay attention to the timeline. He came to the retreat and did the retreat, did the 10-day retreat, the detox retreat, the intracellular cleanse retreat, and then he went to him and we used herbs to remove the tumor. This was, quite an experience because we have done many videos. I just don't put them up. We have done many sessions where we remove tumors like this. Shouldn't say that. We are persons, so we have guided persons. We have guided persons because that's what it is. We have guided persons in how to use herbs to remove tumors from their breasts. That's what we're most experienced in. This was the first tumor that we guided somebody in removing using herbs. And so I want to share that with you because what prepared him for all of this was the intracellular cleanse retreat that we are now able to